Spain is bracing for Catalonia's election on Thursday following a campaign riddled with mutual suspicion and infighting. Final polls before a blackout period began on Saturday, showed that the three parties pushing for independence may win the slimmest of majorities. The result could determine the fate of the independence movement after separatists were slapped down in October. Bloomberg's Maria Tadeo joins us now from Barcelona. Maria, good morning. Why is this an unusual election then?
Hi, good morning, Anna. It's an unusual election. Remember, just 2 months ago, we were right here. This new republic was being created. Now, the situation is very different. Madrid is still very much in command. And as you mentioned, there's people who are running in this election who are either in prison or have been to prison. So in that sense, it's a very unusual ballot. Now, looking to today, it's a very final day of campaign. And essentially what we know is that the pro-Spain parties are going to try to get out and tell people to go and vote on Thursday. Now, what they're betting here in the central government is also betting on this, is that we're going to get a record turnout. Voters have never felt compelled to vote in a regional election and finally help tilt the balance in their favor. But of course, polls, as you mentioned, looked very tight.
What about turnout? I mean, that's always been an issue in the, so-called illegal referendums. What about this legal election? Are they going to turn out to vote, even those who are, pro-federal Spain?
Right. Turnout is going to be key. If you look at polls where they're looking at, it's a turnout of 80%, which is absolutely remarkable. And that's interesting because the pro-Spain parties are essentially betting this time we're going to get, as I said before, voters who've never voted before, who feel that this time they have all the guarantees they need to vote in a legal ballot, and they're going to do so. Now, I want to point out, though, that doing well in this election for the pro-Spain parties doesn't actually mean you get to government, because the electoral law here actually works against them. So we could get a very, complicated situation, and that's where the market might be a little bit complacent at this point. Doing well in the election doesn't mean you actually get to government. Now, I do want to say, however, Article 155, which, as you remember, suspends the region from its self-government, is going to be in place until a new government is formed. So it's not just Thursday, it's until a new government is formed.